So good morning, everyone. Welcome to Virage on this beautiful morning. I think we're very fortunate in that we have chosen an impeccably beautiful morning for our groundbreaking event, and I have to say we intended that. So, my name is Steve Barber. I'm with Essentia Development Group. I'd like to welcome everybody here on this very ceremonious occasion for an exciting project we've been working hard on for almost 2 years now. It's pretty hard to imagine that just about 6 months ago, I was standing in front of many of you guys over here at our sales gallery unveiling for the grand opening that we've now removed. It's moved across the street behind you all, and we'll be reopening that here very shortly. We've been thrilled with the success we've had to date, and we're really excited to move into the next stage of this project. We'll keep this morning fairly brief. We have a few speakers, the first of which I'd like to introduce is Mr. Jay Tallman, President with Essentia Development Group. Jay?
Thank you. Yeah, this is a magnificent day. I've been accused of being an optimistic developer in the past, and I'll use that optimism to say that a day like today is a wonderful omen for good things to come here. And we're very excited to be here today. We're surrounded by friends old and new for this special occasion, this groundbreaking. Incredible amount of effort and long hours, frankly, on the part of a lot of team members, inclusive of our design consultants and marketing people, and certainly our sales team has gone into this to get to this point. We saw early on that Bayshore was ready for something special. This site deserved a great building, and we're lucky to have a great team. Starting with our valued partners in Batson Cook Development Company, who've been wonderful to work with, and we have a new relationship with City National Bank as our lender on the project, and we're delighted to have them on board at this point. And I would be remiss in not mentioning our design team, which is really leading up to this point, that they're the ones putting in the greatest effort, frankly, and we certainly have a talented team in Kurtz Gaines Hall Jones Architects, Bowler Engineering, Booth Design Group, and Beasley and Henley Interior Design. But we are here today commencing construction ahead of our schedule. And much to the credit goes to our sales team at Smith & Associates, a great team. Sandy and Sarah, our sales associates, have just done an outstanding job. And then our talented marketing team with United Landmark Associates. I'd also like to thank our neighbors. Frankly, we've enjoyed a good relationship with the neighborhood, and as we start construction here, we will continue that good relationship and look forward to working closely with our neighbors to minimize any kind of disruption that they might have to the neighborhood. We're very sensitive to that. I'd also like to give special thanks to the City Council, city staff, Mayor Buckhorn, for their cooperation in working with us hand in hand to bring this project about. It's a very important relationship. And finally, I'd like to make a special thank you to our buyers, a number of them that are here today. And we think this building will be full of good neighbors for you when you move in. And we sincerely appreciate your trust and confidence in us in choosing to buy at Virage. We're proud to announce that to date, we've sold over $75 million in condominium residences. That's with just having opened up our sales facility just in the spring and April. That's, to my knowledge, that's unprecedented in the Tampa market. So we're very grateful for the support that we've gotten from the community here. So with that, I'd like to ask Lit Glover with Batson Cook Development Company to come up and speak with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. I'm Lit Glover, and I'm president of Batson Cook Development Company. We're out of Atlanta. And I'll have to say, it is what a day. And I was going to put some notes down, and I tried to think of one word, just kept coming back, and that word was perfect. It is a perfect day for what we're doing here today. And this is a perfect site. If you notice, Bayshore is curved, and when it gets down here, you can look right that way. And this site is just perfect for what we're trying to do. It's very unusual for us to find the site. Generally, our operating partners like ADG and Jay and Steve found it, but in this particular case, we actually found this site, saw that we'd be looking that way, and thought, this is the perfect site. We then needed a perfect partner because we operate with other partners. And my son-in-law, Truett, said, well, I know the perfect partner for you, and that's Steve and Jay and ADG, and they have been the perfect partner. And they went out and got the perfect development team. They got the Kurtz Gaines group, they got Smith and Associates, and we watched them do the work. And so we think, so far at least, it's been really the perfect project for us. We've been in business for a little over 5 decades, and this could be basically the highlight, the crown jewel as far as our projects are concerned. When it's completed, we think it will be. We had hard work on several members at Batson Cook Development, and I'd like to recognize them. Mike Hood back there with his 5th cup of coffee, and Alan Holloway and Andy Olsh, who have spent most of the time for our group working with ADG. I also want to acknowledge our contractor is going to be a sister company. Frank and Don are back there from Batson Cook, and they have a subsidiary that will be building it. And Kajima USA, who is now our parent company, they have been very supportive for this project. As I said, we're proud to be here in Tampa. This isn't the first project we've done here. About 3.5 years ago, we were down in the Channelside district and did the Sky House there. Which is, we think, a very good-looking and certainly has been a successful project. We've always liked Tampa. One of the reasons that we like Tampa is that Tampa has probably, I shouldn't say this, but probably has the best mayor and the best administration. No, I'm serious. I'm serious about that. I mean, we've developed in Colorado and Texas, and we've gone to Kentucky and Tennessee and North Carolina and, of course, Georgia and Florida. And I'm telling you, the administration here in the city of Tampa, there has been none that has been more reasonable and more helpful. As I say, we had this groundbreaking down there in Channelside 3.5 years ago. The mayor was there then. He's here now, so I'm going to let you hear from him.
I was hoping he'd keep going. Lit, thank you. You're way too kind. I'm just a working guy, trying to do the best I can, and couldn't be more excited to be here. It has been a great partnership. And when I stand here on what is our signature boulevard, when people think about Tampa, they think about Ybor City and they think about Bayshore Boulevard. And you think about what Bayshore connects and all the neighborhoods that it connects from MacDill Air Force Base all the way to downtown Tampa. And you think about the history of Bayshore Boulevard, and you think about the evolution of Bayshore Boulevard from a street where the streetcars used to come down to now what has become one of the most recognized streets in America. And you think about the new landscaping that is there and the pride that we as Tampanians take every time we drive down Bayshore Boulevard. I mean, my kids go to school at the Academy of the Holy Names here, so every morning I drive them to school, I come down this street, I drop them off, and I get back on Bayshore on my way to work. And for me to be out there to watch the sunrise over Bayshore Boulevard, I'm reminded of what a special place we live in. I'm reminded of, most importantly, how far this city has come. And I see in that design and that world-class architecture, I see what the next chapter of this community is going to look like. And I see a city that is emerging out of the wreckage of this recession to become that place in America that everybody wants to be. One of the most exciting cities in America, attracting talent from all over the world to come and be here. And that requires great design. That requires a belief that our best days are yet to come. That requires an understanding that we've just started this journey. This is an amazing place. This project complements that in every sense of the word. And the best part is, there's more coming. I'm only going to be with you for another 18 months. But I cannot wait to see what the next 5 years and what the next 10 years brings for our city. There's no way our kids are ever going to leave for anywhere else. They're staying. They're bringing their friends home with them, and this will be that city in America that everybody talks about. Thank you guys for believing in us.